In 2017, a little team of ex-Rare developers, the people who made Donkey Kong 64, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, GoldenEye, so many amazing classic games, they founded a studio called Playtonic Games. Great company, fantastic studio, amazing people, by the way, if you didn't know. And they made a little game called Yooka-Laylee, playing on the same, wordplay as Banjo-Kazooie, and it was fun. A lot of people really didn't like the game. A lot of people really wanted to love it. Most people wanted to love it. These were the same people that made Banjo-Kazooie, that made Banjo-Tooie, Donkey Kong 64, and we were promised a spiritual successor to those two amazing games, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, and what we got was something a little bit underwhelming. Now, I really enjoy the original. I don't think it's perfect. It still managed to sneak its way into my top 10 3D platformers of all time list, so I do like it a great deal. But there are some glaring issues with the game. The camera, the way that it controls, the way that some of it looks, it feels a little unpolished in pretty much every regard. That being said, it's still a very competent game, very fine little adventure if you can get it on sale. Now, Yooka-Replaylee just released yesterday, or when this video goes up, literally yesterday it came out, and my oh my, do we have so much to talk about. So before we get into that, make sure to subscribe. Join the community, join the Discord, whatever that looks like. I'd love to have you stick around. We got SpongeBob Titans of the Tide on the horizon. We got some great content, some awesome collaborations cooking. Love to have you stick around. Now, Yooka-Replaylee. A lot of people have been talking about it. A lot of people have probably already said what I'm about to say in a better way of saying it, but I'm going to say anyway. Yooka-Replaylee, if you had to take any quote from this video, if you're going to take anything that I'm saying and use it on a poster or on Twitter post or whatever, this is what every remake should strive to be. Playtonic, the studio behind the games, the ex-Rare developers, the creators behind Yooka-Laylee, they proved to us that they are one of the visionaries moving forward in the 3D platforming space. They have proven that they are fully capable of listening to criticism, taking that criticism, fixing what doesn't work, refining what did work, and pushing out a game for $30, mind you. $30. 30 USD is how much this game costs. I got it for $21 after tax because I own the original on my Switch, so I got a 30% discount. This game, I got it for $21, and I have spent much more on much less before. Guys, if you are at all looking for a 3D platforming experience, a 3D collectathon experience, a fun buddy system, it's a delight. Now, I haven't beat the game. I just finished Tribal Stack Tropics, so I just finished the very first world. I didn't 100% it, but I am very close. I got very close to 100%ing. Might go back and get the last few notes that I'm missing, but as of right now, or the quills, sorry, I've got Banjo-Kazooie on my mind. Everything about this game is better. I'm playing it on Switch 2, and if you didn't know, yes, this game is capped at 30 FPS. Why is it capped at 30 FPS? That's pretty stupid. I agree. But if you didn't know, the Playtonic was sent dev kits far too late in development cycle to optimize it for 60 FPS. Nintendo did not send them dev kits nearly soon enough to playtest 60 FPS to get it optimized for 60 FPS, and therefore we have an experience with 30 FPS. Is it the end of the world? Absolutely not. RGT85 said it very well when he said maybe if this was a online fighting game, maybe if it was something that required it to be super precise all the time, but it's a very healthy 30 FPS. There are a couple drops here and there, but Playtonic has said that they're going to patch in 60 FPS eventually. At some point in time, because there's no reason the Switch 2 can't handle this game at 60 FPS, it will run at 60 FPS eventually. They just didn't get the dev kits in time, so they didn't have time to optimize it. That being said, this game is gorgeous. It's not a perfect looking game, but compared to the original, look at the water and you look at the grass and the way that the shadows work and the lighting, it just looks better in every way. The game is very pretty. It handles significantly better than the first go-round with the original Yooka-Laylee. The camera this time is miles better. I'm going to say that a lot through this video. This game is just better. Like Homelander said, stronger, smarter, better. He is better. This version is better. And I don't want to undersell that. When I say better, I mean it is night and day. You get your power-ups right from the beginning. There's no more of this weird have to unlock stuff and backtrack to do that because you didn't have this ability, but there was no logical reason to not have that ability in the first place. It was just to kind of make the game longer and give it more padding, which was, I didn't love that. Now, you get all your abilities from the get-go. And because of that, yes, you might run through some stuff faster, but also you run through stuff. It takes longer to run through stuff because there's more to do. There's more pages, there's more quills, there's more everything. There is just more. And what's there is better. It is better in every single way. The graphics, the controls, even just today, when this video goes up on October 10th, they pushed out an update today that made this game to where you can switch A and B. Originally, on Yooka-Replaylee, you had to push A to jump. I didn't love that. I'm sure some people had or were okay with it, but a lot of people, you push B to jump, right? X on a PlayStation controller, B on a Nintendo controller to jump. It's muscle memory by this point. And I was okay with it. I was able to look past it. But they put an update out today that lets you change the buttons. And that's how Playtonic is. That's the kind of developer and the kind of company that Playtonic is. They're the kind of company that you want harnessing your IP. If you have, if there was another studio that was even smaller, that's like, hey, we have a really cool idea for a game, but we don't have the funds to make it. Like, we can't afford to put this game out. Go to a company like Playtonic because they have just proven. They proved themselves with Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Layer. Make no mistake, Yooka-Laylee 2, Yooka-Laylee in the Impossible Layer is a masterclass in 2D, 3D platforming. It's an unbelievable game. But Yooka-Replaylee just shows that what they had originally was good. It was very solid, but it just needed a little bit more. It needed a little bit more oomph, more push, just to allow it to reach its full potential. And boy, oh boy, does it reach its full potential. I cannot wait to keep playing through this game, to finish it, just like I finished the first one. I'm on to the second world now, and I'm having such a good time. It's such a fun game. It's incredibly reasonably priced. I feel like I'm stealing from Playtonic for only paying $21 for this game because it's just such a complete package, and you have outfits now. So many different combinations with hats and ties and shirts and pants and gloves, and that helps. Like, something as simple as costumes makes a 3D platformer just feel so much more alive and just so much more, just so much more. And just Playtonic, I know you're not going to see this video, but if you do, thank you for this game. Thank you for these characters. Capital B is rising in my favorite villains list. He's just awesome. I love Quack. I obviously love Yooka and Laylee, and I love Trousers. I love this world, and I really hope we get to see these characters back sooner rather than later. So that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Look for some more awesome content coming very soon. Again, like the video, subscribe, join the Discord. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. Take care.